Opening, the hidden fruit problem. Hello and welcome to our channel. If you are over the age of 60, care about your long-term health, and want to maintain your strength, balance, and independence as you get older, you have come to the right place. For years, we have been told that eating fruit is good for us. And in many ways, that is absolutely true. Fruits are packed with essential nutrients like vitamins, minerals, fiber, and powerful antioxidants that protect our cells from aging and disease. But here is something most people never hear: not all fruits are equally healthy for older adults, and some of them, especially when eaten too often or in the wrong way, might actually work against your body rather than for it. You may be surprised to learn that some of your favorite fruits could be quietly draining the strength from your legs, disrupting your blood sugar levels, increasing inflammation, and accelerating the natural loss of muscle mass that happens as we age. And this is not just about looks or weight, it is about your mobility, your independence, and your safety. Leg strength is one of the most important pillars of health as we grow older. Your legs help you walk, rise from a chair, climb stairs, maintain your balance, and avoid dangerous falls. Once leg strength begins to decline, it becomes harder to stay active, and this creates a downward spiral where inactivity leads to more weakness, more joint pain, and greater risk of injury. So what does fruit have to do with all of this? In today's video, we will explore the 7 fruits that may be sabotaging your leg strength, explain exactly why they are risky for seniors, and offer you healthier, senior-friendly alternatives that help you stay strong, energized, and mobile. Let's begin. Let's start with one of the most commonly eaten fruits in the world, the banana. Bananas are rich in potassium, which is essential for muscle function and heart health. They are also easy to digest and convenient to eat. But there is a side of bananas most people do not talk about. One medium banana contains about 14 grams of sugar. And as the banana ripens, the starches break down into simple sugars, making it even sweeter and faster to digest. This might not be a problem for a younger, highly active person. But in seniors, it can be a very different story. As we age, our muscle cells become more sensitive to changes in blood sugar. Spikes in sugar can cause the body to release large amounts of insulin. Over time, frequent insulin spikes can lead to insulin resistance, a condition where the body no longer responds properly to insulin, which can contribute to diabetes, fat accumulation in muscles, and more inflammation. This is especially harmful when bananas are eaten alone, as many people do. Without protein or healthy fat to slow down digestion, the sugar rush hits quickly, gives you a short burst of energy, and then drops, leaving you tired, shaky, and sometimes dizzy, a dangerous combination for seniors who rely on their legs to stay steady. This does not mean you can never eat bananas. But it does mean you should be careful with how and when you eat them. The best way is to have a small portion, pair it with protein like Greek yogurt or a handful of nuts, and avoid them when your blood sugar is already high. A better alternative for potassium and muscle support is half an avocado. It has healthy fats, fiber, and anti-inflammatory benefits, all without spiking your blood sugar. Next, we have grapes. These bite-sized fruits are often seen as a light snack, but they are surprisingly high in sugar. Just 1 cup of grapes contains about 23 grams of sugar, and because they are small and easy to pop in your mouth, it is very easy to eat more than that without even noticing. Grapes have a high glycemic load, meaning they digest quickly and cause a fast rise in blood glucose. This is particularly problematic for older adults, many of whom are dealing with prediabetes, insulin resistance, or full-blown type 2 diabetes. When blood sugar rises quickly, the body pumps out insulin to try to bring it down. This roller coaster effect creates inflammation and damages blood vessels, especially the smaller ones that supply blood to your legs and feet. Poor circulation means your muscles are not getting the oxygen and nutrients they need. As a result, you feel weaker, tire more quickly during physical activity, and may even experience pain or tingling in your lower limbs. For seniors with neuropathy, which is common in those with blood sugar issues, grapes can make symptoms worse. Numbness, weakness, and balance problems in the feet and legs are all possible. Instead of grapes, try a small bowl of berries, such as blueberries, strawberries, or blackberries. These fruits are lower in sugar and higher in compounds called flavonoids, which support healthy circulation, reduce inflammation, and protect both brain and muscle function. Pineapple, tropical but tough on joints. Pineapple is juicy, sweet, and bursting with vitamin C. But it is also very acidic and contains a considerable amount of sugar, about 17 grams per cup. For older adults, the sugar in pineapple can spike blood sugar quickly, contributing to glycation. This is a harmful process where sugar molecules bind to proteins in the body, including those in muscle and connective tissue. Glycation damages cells, makes tissues stiffer, and slows down healing. Over time, this can lead to weaker, less flexible muscles and joints. At the same time, the acidity in pineapple can irritate the stomach and worsen symptoms of acid reflux or gastritis. It can also aggravate joint pain, especially in people with arthritis, as acidic foods may increase inflammation in sensitive individuals. A smarter choice. Try papaya. It is less acidic, easier on digestion, contains enzymes that support joint and muscle health, and has a lower glycemic impact. It still gives you the tropical flavor without the harmful effects. Watermelon looks harmless, but isn't. Watermelon is often seen as a hydrating and harmless summer fruit. It is, after all, mostly water. But here is the catch. Watermelon also contains a large amount of sugar with very little fiber or fat to slow its absorption. A typical wedge of watermelon can deliver around 18 grams of sugar. Because it is digested so quickly, it causes an insulin spike and then a crash, leaving you feeling drained and unstable on your feet. Watermelon also has a high glycemic index, which can lead to more fat storage, especially in the belly and thigh areas. For seniors trying to maintain muscle and avoid extra weight in the lower body, this can be a setback. Instead, try cucumber slices drizzled with olive oil and a squeeze of lemon juice. This combination is hydrating, rich in electrolytes, and much friendlier for your blood sugar. Orange juice, the liquid sugar trap. Orange juice is often marketed as a healthy way to start your day. But drinking it, especially in the morning on an empty stomach, can set you up for a day of sugar highs and lows. An 8-ounce glass of orange juice has over 20 grams of sugar and virtually no fiber, fat, or protein. That means it digests very quickly, causes a blood sugar spike, and then crashes, leaving you tired, shaky, and weak. Worse, drinking your sugar is often more harmful than eating it. Liquids are absorbed faster, and your body does not register fullness the same way it does with whole foods. This can also interfere with certain medications due to the acidity of citrus. If you love citrus, opt for eating a whole orange instead, which has fiber to slow digestion. Or try grapefruit. Just be sure to talk to your doctor first if you are on any medications, especially those for blood pressure. Dried fruits, the sugar trap in disguise. Dried fruit may seem like a healthy snack, but it is one of the most dangerous forms of fruit when it comes to leg strength and muscle health. When fruit is dried, the water is removed but the sugar remains, and becomes more concentrated. A handful of raisins can contain 30 to 40 grams of sugar. That is more than a can of soda. Dried fruits also stick to your teeth, raise inflammation, and increase uric acid, which can trigger gout and joint pain, especially in the knees, ankles, and toes. To make matters worse, the sugar rush from dried fruits causes your body to release cortisol, a stress hormone that breaks down muscle tissue, particularly in the legs and hips, where many seniors already struggle to maintain strength. Craving something chewy or sweet? Try roasted chickpeas or apple slices with cinnamon. They satisfy the craving without spiking blood sugar or harming muscle mass. Mango, a sugar bomb in disguise. Mango is one of the most beloved tropical fruits, rich in vitamin A, vitamin C, and fiber. But a single ripe mango can contain up to 45 grams of sugar. That is more than most desserts. For older adults, eating mango regularly can lead to insulin spikes, fatigue, and even fat accumulation in muscle tissue. This slows down the mitochondria, the little energy producers inside your muscle cells, leaving your legs feeling heavy and tired. If you are already dealing with muscle weakness or poor mobility, mango may be making it worse without you realizing it. A smarter choice is kiwi. It is tart, low in sugar, and packed with vitamin C and antioxidants that support muscle repair and immune function. Why sugar harms muscle and balance in seniors? Let's take a step back and look at the big picture. What do all these problematic fruits have in common? High sugar content and a tendency to spike blood sugar. When your body can no longer handle those spikes efficiently, which happens naturally with age, it leads to chronic inflammation in the muscles and joints. Damage to nerves, especially in your legs and feet. Poor circulation and reduced oxygen delivery to muscle tissue. Even if you stay active, your muscles might not be able to perform their best. Over time, you may notice that you struggle to climb stairs. Lose your balance more often. Get tired halfway through your usual walk. That is why understanding the role of fruit and sugar is so important. What to eat instead for stronger legs? Fortunately, you do not have to give up fruit altogether. You just need to choose the right ones and pair them wisely. Here are some top foods to support leg strength in older adults. Berries for antioxidants and low sugar. Avocados for potassium and healthy fats. Papaya for joint-soothing enzymes. Leafy greens like spinach and kale for calcium and magnesium. Greek yogurt or kefir for high-quality protein and gut-friendly probiotics. Fatty fish like salmon for omega-3s that reduce inflammation. Eggs for complete proteins that support muscle maintenance. Final thoughts: small changes, big results. Getting older does not have to mean getting weaker. By making smart food choices, especially when it comes to fruit, you can protect your leg muscles, improve your daily energy, reduce joint pain, and keep doing the things you love. So take a moment today to look at what is in your kitchen. Swap out the sugary fruits that might be doing you harm, and choose the ones that support your strength and stability. Thank you for watching. If you found this information helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with a friend or family member who wants to stay strong and healthy as they age. Until next time, stay active, stay smart, and stay well.